Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about how the month of December will treat you according to your moon sign or your rising sign, which is the ascendant. And remember, I'm talking about the sidereal Vedic astrology placements. I have a free chart calculator on my website. Go to galacticcenter.org and put in your birth information, and it will tell you, scroll down to the bottom, it'll have AS, that's your ascendant. It's the most important one, and look for the moon, MO. That's going to give you another dimension of how you're going to be feeling the whole month. So listen to those two signs and you will get a lot out of what this month has in store for you. Before I continue on, I want to remind everyone that my jewelry line of my personal designs of malas and earrings are on sale, 15% off. Go down to the link down below and put in the code Joni Patry. This will be a great Christmas present for friends, family, or yourself. And while you're at my website, again, sign up for my free newsletter. You'll get all of my predictions delivered to your email address, absolutely free. But if you want a little bit more, go to my magazine, which is Joni Patry's Astrology Insights. You can check that out on galacticcenter.org. It has about 100 pages of incredible wealth of information by some of the best astrological teachers, writers, and spiritualists. Check it out. You'll want to get at least 1 month. Try it out for $9.99. You can find all of that at galacticcenter.org. And one last thing, want to study with me? Sign up for my university. You will learn Vedic astrology, and that is University of Vedic Astrology.com. Now let's get on and talk about what this month has in store for you. So if you have an ascendant or moon sign in Aries, this is a month that you're going to find deep spirituality, a cleansing on how you feel, on your spiritual values and beliefs. Things are changing and opening up because you've seen and experienced a lot this month that's going to sway you into believing a whole different way. Another thing that I do see is spending. Spending's been kind of something that you've had to curtail, or either you're just finding a lot of things have come up that you have to pay out at this time. So watch your spending, be in control, and family matters. There may be some upsets, be aware of that. But most of all, I think all of this is going to open up a new way of looking at your life in a spiritual context. And you might have some opportunities for travel this month. So if your ascendant rising sign is Taurus or your moon, then this has been a pretty rough month relationship-wise, because there's a lot going on in terms of relationship activity. Maybe your partner doesn't see it your way. Hey, you got to give in sometimes. And there are some deep changes that have been going on for you. As you know, the new moon is going to be in your 8th house. So it's about change, transformation, seeing things at a deeper perspective, probably in line with research, analysis. You are going to the depths of the soul this month, but probably in relationship to making things work with your relationships. That's what it's going to be about. So if your ascendant, which is your rising sign, or your moon sign sits in Gemini, then this is the time a lot of things are being dug up from the past. A lot of old memories and experiences, things that you need to work on to change for a better life. Don't be stuck in the past. You'll want to be, because a lot of emotional issues are about to creep in. And I want you to be kind to your partner. This is a time that they are going through a lot, and you will help them. And I think it will deepen and enrich and heal your relationship this month. But don't get stuck too much in the past. Things will change. If your ascendant, rising sign or moon sign sits in Cancer, you're going to find that some old friends may stir you up, get you kind of angry or upset about something. This is people from the past. And it deals with friendships. Maybe the people that really got under your skin are going to come around and have you dig deeper. Dig deeper into, well, maybe these are friendships you needed to end a long time ago. But another thing that is relative this month is everything to do with your health. Your health, your healing, work on that. Plus, I want to say there can be some new ways of looking at your work and how you want to approach it, your work and your co-workers or employees. There's something for you to change that can make your life easier and better at this point in time. Okay, so if your ascendant, rising sign or moon sign sit in Leo, then your career, you feel like you must dig deep to find your sense of purpose through your work. And maybe you're backtracking and saying, you know, there's something about this job that doesn't work for me anymore. I might want to be looking for something different. One way or another, you've got to have it to where you feel like you have purpose and meaning in your life. This is also a month where you feel highly creative and you are looking at different ways maybe to work in terms of your investments to make life a little easier, like passive income, not putting so much energy into work. But you will have all sorts of amazing and creative ideas. Work on them and be true to them. Whatever's coming up, yes, it's a value and you should work on it and go forward with it. So if your ascendant, rising sign or your moon sign sits in Virgo, you're going to find that there is some issues around your beliefs or spirituality that you are changing. And if your father's still around, you're going to have some issues to work out with your dad. Even if he's not around, maybe issues from the past. But there's stuff about your home, your family, your parents that are coming up that you are going to look at from a different perspective. This is a new beginning for you, and it deals with family, with your beliefs, and probably a lot of how you really operate in the context of security with family. Do they give you what you need? Do you provide for your family? But come together with family. That's what this month is going to be about. So if your ascendant, rising sign or moon sign sits in Libra, then this is a time for really deep introspection into your life. Lots of changes have just come about, and you have nothing to say or do with it. You got to go with the change. In other words, surrender. Say, may thy will be my will, because you can't control it anymore. But, you know, this is a time of learning new things. So maybe from what comes up from the deep depths of your soul, you will be learning all sorts of new things, maybe taking new classes, and you may even get closer to your brothers or sisters. You'll see that things will come up. But one way or another, this is a glorious month for radical shifts and changes that will ultimately improve your life. So if your ascendant, rising sign or moon sign sits in Scorpio, then this is a time that you might find your partner is not as agreeable, and maybe they're being steeped in the past and bringing up old things. Don't go down to a low level with this. Just always keep it on, be the one that takes the higher path. Don't go into blaming and blame like maybe they will. But it might have something to do with financial situations. But I feel like you're coming up with new ideas in order to make and produce more money. And this is where you need to put your attention and move forward. So if your ascendant, rising sign or your moon sits in the sign of Sagittarius, then it's time for you to pay attention to your health, get healthy, watch what you eat, get into a better habits and patterns and cycles in your life, it'll pay off royally. Another thing is you are going through a major rehaul, and that's a good thing. Maybe you're changing the way you dress, the way you look, the way you feel, and it's a good thing. It's time for a makeover. Go for it, do it, and remember that your health and those habits need attention and change. So if your ascendant or your moon sign, your rising sign, rising, ascendant, and moon sit in Capricorn, then this is a time that if you have children, to work with them. They need your attention. They need your praise. They need a connection. They're probably seeking attention. But all at the same time, this is a time when you are ending a lot of projects that you've already started. It's time for completion and ending. Probably this end of the year is a time for finishing up in preparation for the new in 2023. But remember, don't get stuck with dealing with too many old issues from the past. Let it go and refresh and renew. So if your ascendant, rising sign, the ascendant is the rising sign, or your moon sits in Aquarius, there's a lot that's going on in the home front. Probably maybe renovation or redecorating, but things are kind of in disarray in the home. And remember, maybe if your mother's still around, she may need help. But if she's not, there's going to be some remembrances of things bringing you a better look at your relationship with your mother, or your sense of security, or your home. But another thing is, be aware that your mother is going through a major change, or maybe your past, dealing with your mother. But another thing is, this is a time that you could be invited to a lot of parties and social events and meeting new people. Go for it. So if your ascendant, rising sign, or moon sign sits in Pisces, then you're learning all sorts of new things, and probably you may have some sporadic trips that you'll be going on. Maybe not long ones, but short weekend ones. Go for it. It's time for you to get going and to learn a lot of new things. Maybe take that class that you've been wanting to for a long time, but it will be relative to your work and your career, because that's a focus this month too. In preparation, maybe taking those training courses or information that's going to better your future in terms of your purpose and your career. So with that, I think I've covered all 12 signs of the zodiac and what you can expect for this month of December 2022. Remember, if you want to get all of my predictions delivered to your email address, go to my website, sign up for my free newsletter, galacticcenter.org, and get ready. We are going to have an amazing new year with the University of Vedic Astrology. Go to universityofvedicastrology.com. Thank you.